I watched a grown man cry because he couldn't tie his shoes. Not because of pain, not because of injury, but because his stomach was too big to reach his feet while sitting down. That man was my neighbor, and 3 years later, I watched him run a 5K with his niece. What happened between those two moments will challenge everything you think you know about change. Because the secret wasn't willpower, it wasn't motivation, it wasn't even a diet. It was an ancient Japanese philosophy that's been hidden in plain sight for centuries. And when I tell you what it is, you'll think it's too simple to work. But stick with me. By the end of this video, you'll understand why 99% of people fail at change and how a 2,000-year-old Japanese wisdom holds the answer. Act 1. The breaking point. Meet David. Tuesday morning, 6:47 a.m. He's standing in his bathroom, staring at the scale. 287 pounds. He steps off, steps back on. Maybe it's wrong. 287 pounds. His wedding is in a year. He's the groom. Here's what you need to understand about David. He's not lazy. He works 60-hour work weeks as an accountant. He supports his mom. He volunteers at his church. But somewhere between building everyone else's life, he forgot he had a body. Breakfast, whatever's fastest. Lunch, at his desk, barely tasting it. Dinner, too exhausted to cook, so take out again. And the worst part? He tried before. January 2021, signed up for a gym, went for 6 weeks, stopped. March 2022, started keto, lost 15 pounds in a month, gained back 20. September 2023, bought an expensive exercise bike, used it 4 times. Now it's a $2,000 clothes hanger. Each failure added another layer of proof. David thought to himself, I'm just not the type of person who can do this. But then came the moment that changed everything. His niece's birthday party. All the kids running around. His 5-year-old niece, Sophie, runs up. "Uncle David, come play tag," Sophie shouted excitedly. He tries. He really does. But after 30 seconds, he's bent over, gasping, chest burning. Sophie's face falls. She doesn't say anything. She just walks away to find someone else to play with. And in that moment, David sees his future. A life of watching from the sidelines. A life where kids stop asking. A life where he's always too tired, too heavy, too broken. That night, he doesn't sleep. The next morning, he calls his friend Marcus, the one guy he knows who lost weight and actually kept it off. "Marcus, I need help. What did you do? Some diet? Surgery? What?" David asked desperately. Marcus pauses. "Neither, man. I went to see someone, not a regular doctor. She teaches this Japanese philosophy stuff. I know it sounds weird, but it changed everything for me." "Japanese philosophy, Marcus? I need to lose weight, not meditate," David replied skeptically. "Just trust me. Go see Dr. Chen. 1 session. If you think it's nonsense, you never have to go back," Marcus insisted. David almost says no, but then he remembers Sophie's face, the way she walked away. "Okay, send me her info," David finally agreed. Act 2. The Japanese doctor with the solution. 3 days later, David's in a tiny office that doesn't look like a doctor's office. No medical posters, no scales, just bamboo plants, natural light, and calligraphy on the walls. The woman behind the desk is Dr. Sarah Chen, a Japanese wellness practitioner who specializes in ancient Eastern philosophies. "Tell me," she says calmly, "what brought you here?" David tells her everything. The weight, the failed diets, such shame. Sophie's face. He waits for the lecture about calories, carbs, and cardio. It doesn't come. Instead, Dr. Chen asks, "How many times have you tried to change?" 5, maybe 6 times, David admits. "And how long did each attempt last? A month, maybe 2? She nods knowingly. "David, you failed because you tried to rebuild a house in a weekend. Your body took 15 years to get here. Your habits took 15 years to form, and you thought you could undo all of that in 30 days? Silence. "I'm going to give you an assignment. It's going to seem ridiculous, so ridiculous that you'll think I'm wasting your time," Dr. Chen says, leaning forward. David leans forward too. "For the next 2 weeks, I want you to do one thing, just one. Every morning when you wake up, before you check your phone, before you do anything else, drink 1 glass of water." David waits for more. Nothing comes. "That's it?" he asks, confused. "That's it," she confirms. "Dr. Chen, I need to lose almost 100 pounds. A glass of water isn't going to..." she interrupts gently. You're right, a glass of water won't make you lose 100 pounds, but it will do something far more important. It's the first step in a Japanese practice called Kaizen. Kaizen, David repeats. It means continuous improvement through tiny changes. The Japanese don't believe in overnight transformations. They believe in getting 1% better every single day. And this glass of water, it will prove to you that you can trust yourself again. David drives home confused, angry even. He paid $150 to be told to drink water. But that night, something Dr. Chen said keeps echoing in his mind. Trust yourself again. How long had it been since he kept a promise to himself? How many Monday fresh starts had he abandoned by Wednesday? If he couldn't keep a promise as simple as drinking water, how could he possibly change his entire life? He fills a glass, puts it on his nightstand. Day 1, he drinks the water. Simple. Day 2, same thing. Day 3, also fine. Day 7, something weird happens. He wakes up before his alarm, and his first thought is, where's my water? His brain started expecting it, craving it even. Day 14, he's back in Dr. Chen's office. Did you do it? She asks. Every single day, David replies proudly. How do you feel? Honestly, kind of silly. I didn't lose weight, but I don't know. I did something I said I would do for 2 whole weeks. Dr. Chen smiles. You just practiced Kaizen. You improved by 1% for 14 days straight. You learned that you're capable of change. Not a dramatic change, just change. She pauses. Now you're ready for the next Japanese principle. It's called HARA HACHI BU. It means eat until you're 80% full. How do I know when I'm 80% full? David asks. Keep drinking the water, but now add this. Serve yourself half of what you normally would. Not forever, just for your first plate. If you're still hungry after 20 minutes, you can go back for more. Your stomach takes 20 minutes to tell your brain it's satisfied. Most people eat past fullness because they eat too fast. David remains silent. This too seems too small. But he had been drinking water for 14 days straight. He had proven something to himself. Okay, I'll do it, he agrees. Here's what happened next. Week 1 with smaller servings was brutal. His brain screamed at him, "You're starving, get more food." But he waited 20 minutes. You know how many times he went back for seconds that first month? 3 times. Because his body wasn't actually hungry, it was just used to being stuffed. Week 6, down 8 pounds. Dr. Chen adds one more thing. Walk to your mailbox and back, every morning. That's it. David laughs. That's like 50 feet. That's not exercise. It's not about exercise. It's about teaching your body that movement is normal again, she explains gently. Day 3 of mailbox walks. His niece Sophie sees him leaving. Uncle David, can I come? Sophie asks sweetly. Of course, David says. They walk together. She holds his hand, talks about her stuffed animals, her best friend, and her favorite color. Things she never told him before because he was always too tired to listen. When they get back, she asks excitedly, can we do this every day? David smiles. Every day. The next week, David walks to the corner, not because Dr. Chen told him to, because Sophie wanted to go further. Act 4. The fall. Month 4. David's down 18 pounds. Then comes Thanksgiving. You know how it is. Turkey, stuffing, mashed potatoes, and 3 types of pie. His aunt says loudly, David, is that all you're eating? It's Thanksgiving. His cousin adds, come on, man, one day won't hurt. Social pressure is a silent killer. David caves. He fills his plate. He eats until he can't move. That horrible overstuffed feeling. That night, he stares at the ceiling, thinking, I failed, just like always. Might as well quit. But the next morning, he doesn't want to drink water, doesn't want to walk. The old pattern returns. I already messed up, so what's the point? But then he remembers something Dr. Chen said. You will fail, and when you do, I'll know if you've really changed. He picks up his phone, texts her. Doctor, I overate yesterday. I feel like I ruined everything. 2 minutes later, come see me today. He sits in her office expecting disappointment. Tell me what happened, Dr. Chen says calmly. David explains everything. Thanksgiving, the pressure, the failure, the urge to quit. Did you drink water this morning? She asks. David pauses. Yes. Did you walk? Yeah. Then you didn't fail. You stumbled. There's a difference, she says firmly. She leans forward. David, I'm going to teach you something that will save your life. In Japan, there's a philosophy called WABI-SABI. It celebrates imperfection. The Japanese believe that nothing is permanent, nothing is perfect, nothing is complete. And that imperfection is where true beauty lives. She pauses. You ate too much one day. So what? Does that erase 18 pounds? Does that erase 4 months of Kaizen? Does that erase the walks with Sophie? One imperfect day doesn't destroy a perfect journey. Something breaks inside David. Not him breaking. His expectation of perfection is shattered. But what if I mess up again? He asks quietly. You will, many times. And every single time, you'll wake up the next day and drink your water. Because this isn't about never falling. It's about GAMBARU, the Japanese art of perseverance. It means doing your best and persisting even when it's hard, even when you stumble, Dr. Chen says with warmth. Act 5. The transformation. Month 9, David's down 42 pounds. He's not just walking to the mailbox anymore. He's walking 30 minutes every day. He's not putting less food on his plate due to discipline. His body genuinely doesn't want more. But the real change? Last Saturday, Sophie asked to play tag, and he said yes. He chased her around the yard, laughing, sweating, alive. His sister watched from the window with tears in her eyes because the brother she knew was coming back. Month 12. Blood test results. The doctor stares at the chart, confused. David, what medication did you start? The doctor asks. I didn't, David replies. Your cholesterol dropped 40 points. Your blood pressure is normal for the first time in 8 years. Your pre-diabetes is gone. What changed? David smiles. I started drinking water in the morning. The doctor doesn't get it, but David does. Because it wasn't the water, it was 365 days of tiny, better choices. 1 glass of water doesn't change your cholesterol, but 365 glasses, plus 365 smaller servings, plus 365 walks, that changes everything. Month 18, David weighs 192 pounds, 95 pounds lost. But here's what matters more. His niece Sophie's 6th birthday party. Park. Kids everywhere are playing tag. David runs, full speed, chasing his niece and the other kids, laughing until his sides hurt. Another parent asked, Dude, how did you lose all that weight? David thinks about explaining Kaizen, HARA HACHI BU, WABI-SABI, GAMBARU. Instead, he just says, 1 small step at a time, an old Japanese secret. That parent is intrigued. What secret? David smiles. The secret that 1% better every day changes everything. Act 6. The science behind the wisdom. Here's what nobody tells you about transformation. The Japanese have known this for 2,000 years, but Western science is just catching up. Stanford researchers studied habit formation. They found that most people fail not because they're weak, but because they try to change too fast. Your brain is wired to resist big changes. It sees them as threats. But tiny changes, changes so small they seem pointless, like Kaizen leeches, your brain doesn't even notice. You slip past its defenses. There's a reason why Japan has the longest life expectancy in the world, and it's not genetics, it's philosophy. Okinawa, Japan, where people regularly live past 100, they practice these exact principles. Kaizen, improving a little every day. Hara Hachi Bu, eating until 80% full. IKIGAI, having a reason to wake up. WABI-SABI, accepting imperfection. And GAMBARU, persisting through difficulty. These aren't just nice ideas, they're a proven system for longevity and health. One study tracked people trying to build exercise habits. Group A was told, go to the gym for 30 minutes, 5 days a week. Group B was told, put on gym clothes and drive to the gym. If you want to leave immediately, that's fine. This is pure Kaizen. After 6 months, which group had more consistent gym goers? Group B, by a landslide. Because they weren't trying to become gym people overnight. They were just practicing Kaizen, 1% improvement. Here's the part that broke me when I learned it. David's transformation wasn't just his whole family changed. Sophie, who's 8 now, started waking up early to exercise without being told because she saw her uncle practice Kaizen. Her sister, Sophie's mom, started meal prepping because if David could practice WABI-SABI and accept his imperfections, maybe she could too. His mom started walking every evening because transformation gives permission. When you change, you don't just change yourself, you change everyone watching. Act 7. Your turn. You've made it this far. That means you're looking for something. Maybe it's weight loss, like David. Maybe it's quitting smoking. Maybe it's finally time to write that book. Maybe it's just being happier. You're probably thinking, this won't work for me. My situation is different. You're right, your situation is different, but the Japanese wisdom is universal. Kaizen works for weight loss, and writing, and business, and relationships, and everything. Because the problem was never a lack of information. You know what to do. Eat better, move more, sleep enough, drink water, be present. You know all this. The problem isn't knowing, it's doing. And you can't do it because you're trying to do everything at once. You're trying to become a different person by Monday. You're ignoring 2,000 years of Japanese wisdom that says slow down, get 1% better, that's all. And every time you try the Western way, the all or nothing way, you fail. And every time you fail, you prove to yourself, I'm just not that type of person. But you are. You're just using the wrong system. The Japanese figured this out centuries ago. We're just too stubborn to listen. So here's my challenge based on pure Kaizen. Choose one thing, the smallest possible change. So small you'll feel stupid. So small it seems pointless. 1 glass of water, 5 push-ups, 1 page of a book, 2 minutes of meditation, a 30-second walk. It has to be so small that you have no excuse. Do it for 14 days. Don't add anything else. Don't try to speed up. Just this one thing. And on day 14, you'll have proven something. Not that you can lose 100 pounds or quit smoking, but you can keep a promise to yourself. And that proof, that's all you need. Because once you know you can keep a small promise, you know you can keep any promise. 5 years from now, you'll be somewhere. Question is, will you be in the same place, looking in the mirror with regret? Or will you be someone who keeps every promise they made to themselves? Time passes either way. The only question is, what will you do with it? Drop a comment right now. Tell me the one tiny thing you're starting tomorrow. Not your whole plan, just the first step, the smallest one. Because when you write it publicly, it becomes real. And I'll be back in 2 weeks to check on you. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to start. See you in the next one.